The year 2020 and the global lockdown brought with it plenty of challenges for everyone. With the church as a whole, this has meant a rethink on what we assess as important, what we prioritize, what we're here for, and how we do what we do. A few things have become abundantly clear if they weren't already before the pandemic. The church is not a building. The church is not our activity, our services, or a time of the week. The church is not an institution or an organization. The church is primarily, it's a family of believers. And it's described in the scriptures as a body. Each person is a member of that body. And the church is as much the 2 and the 3 people as it is the hundreds and the thousands. But we are family because we have the same Father. It was Jesus who taught us in the Lord's Prayer to pray our Father, and that means that we are family. We're part of the church because we believe in the same Father, the same God, and we belong to the family. Secondly, in the same way that Jesus was sent by the Father, he also is sending us, and he says that in John 17 and verse 18. So we are family and we are sent. And in this family, we have brought this down to 4 main functions that the body operates in. The first of these is to encounter. And if you're a part of a local body of believers, it is probably due to an encounter with the presence of God. And we need to continue to provide an atmosphere and an environment where we facilitate people in doing this. That's both in their private home setting, but also in our corporate gatherings. Because there is something different that we get from when we all come together as a corporate body together. The next thing we need to do to function, we need to provide a place where people can belong. And as individuals, we don't have it all. In fact, we need each other. And in community, we are refined and discipled, and we develop healthy relationships, and we're able to thrive from the community. We all have different qualities that we bring to that community, and in finding our people, we realize our personal destinies. The other 2 are equipping and sending. And historically, the church has been good at creating an environment where people can encounter God and also to belong, and we do that really well. But we've perhaps not been quite so good at, as a whole, in this second part of equipping and sending. And it's important for the body to realize, first and foremost, we are all sent, and we're all sent, and we're empowered to participate in seeing his kingdom come, whoever we are, whatever we do, and wherever we go. When we have a sense that we are sent and we have a purpose, it affects the way that the body is equipped. You see, it becomes more about teaching, it becomes less about just teaching for the day-to-day and more about equipping for purpose. Always having the outcome in mind that people are being sent. So having this mindset is a very simple way to describe what it means to be apostolic. The word apostle, of course, means sent one. We're not all called to be apostles, but we are all called to be apostolic. And if you read in Ephesians 4 and from verse 11, it talks about those fivefold ministry gifts. These gifts are given to the church for the equipping of the saints, for the work of ministry. And it looks like this. You know, the pastor should equip the church to be pastoral. The evangelist should equip the saints to be evangelistic. That's being able to share the gospel of Jesus with the people that they come into contact with. That's also being able to demonstrate the gospel as well through the supernatural. The prophet should equip the body to be prophetic. And by prophetic, they should equip people to hear from God for themselves, to be able to give prophetic words to others, but also to be able to judge and to discern prophecy that is given and weigh it up, to ensure that prophecy in the church context is given accurately and handled in the right way. The teacher should equip the saints to be grounded in the scripture. And the apostle should equip the saints to be apostolic. That's having a sense of purpose, having a sense of we are sent, having a sense of we're here to change the atmosphere of our city, of our world, change the culture around us. The gifts of the Spirit, all of the gifts of the Spirit, are for everyone. We are all to operate in them, and we are all to desire to grow in them.